Hello, and welcome back to another video of Rise of Empires Ice and Fire with me, Mr. Gill. Thank you so much for any of your previous comments, views, and likes. Really nice to see. This is very popular, the most popular thing I've ever done on my channel, and my channel is very much a hobby that I do as a kind of relaxation technique. Yes, but anyway, welcome back. As you can see, I got to level 20. Which I'm quite happy about. Previously on other playthroughs I've got up to about level 24, I think was the highest I got to, but I got here a bit faster than I thought I would, which is great, and I'm quite happy with that indeed. Today we're going to be talking about just a little quick thing, a little tip, a little hint: charcoal management. Okay, sounds interesting, not boring in any way possible. However, let's have a quick look up here. As you can see, there is charcoal, there is the production of charcoal, there is the consumption of charcoal, and the charcoal supply. Charcoal is used, think of it like power. It is what powers every building, but not necessarily every building takes charcoal. Not necessarily every building needs charcoal in order to work effectively. So what you can do is actually manage your buildings and the placement of your buildings to minimize the amount of charcoal consumption so that you always have a positive. Now, quick caveat here in that I for Christmas bought myself a 1-month subscription to Royal Prestige, which if we go, where is it? It'll be in benefits. Royal Prestige, this one. Yeah, so it was in the previous videos I've said I don't believe that you need to pay. However, it was Christmas. I've played this game for 2.5-3 months solid now, and I feel that deserved a little bit of money put into the game. I do think that's the right thing to do. If you play something and you enjoy it, I don't seem to watch any of the advertising, so I may as well give them a tiny bit of my cash. But this gives me this stuff. It also gives me this Royal Charcoal Factory, which produces charcoal. What is this? Go away. Which produces charcoal at a rate. So it means effectively I do not need to use the charcoal factories, normal ones, because between this one, the charcoal workshop, which is a passive producer of charcoal, and it produces 64,800, and then this one, which I only will have active for the month that I pay the subscription. I won't probably do it more than 1 month. This one produces 116,000, so together that is whatever it is. Well, it says 272. That must be with buffs. So that produces just 10,000 more charcoal per hour than I am consuming. However, that 10,000 more charcoal would be consumed if I had these buildings attached to actual roads. So these are the... Oops. Let's zoom in if we can. I worked out how to zoom in using my trackpad. I'm smart. These are the mints and encampments. The mints obviously are the banks in the game that produce the gold. The encampments are the training buff upgrade buildings. And they do not need to be attached to roads in order to do their work. They will still buff the training speed ups, and they will still produce gold. See, you can just see the gold is being produced there, even though they are not attached to the road, so they are technically not on the power grid, so to speak. You can see here, so let's look. Consumption is 262.0. Everybody remember that? Now if I move this one to here, so the encampment, this encampment is now attached. Consumption is 262.6. So this thing took up 600 charcoal per hour to be attached. So if we took away all of these and all of the banks, that's how much we reduce. Now every building can be affected in this way. Let's just heal these. What are they? Why are they hurt? Who hurt me? Every building does affect the charcoal in some way. Not all buildings do it a lot, and some buildings obviously you can't move. You cannot move the mines and stuff around these resource points. But let's just try another one. So let's try, what are we at again? 262.0. We've got this building here, which is the Institute of War. Let's see if we can move. We'll just move it here in the middle. It's not near any road. 262.0. Okay, so that building does not affect, it does not have a charcoal consumption. So it can be attached to the road and it doesn't cost us any charcoal. What you need to do is go through and check with all of your buildings. Now, some buildings you have to. I mean, you have to have, as far as I know, all of the storages have to be attached because this is where they get the stuff in order to build or upgrade buildings. Your hospitals, I believe, not all of them have to be attached. Only one of them does. Let's try that out now, actually. So what are we again? 262.0. Let's try and move one of these hospitals over here. And we will go to 261.9. So that took 100 charcoal per hour is for one hospital. So we could move all the hospitals and it doesn't affect, as long as you have one hospital still attached to the road, you are still able to heal all of your stuff. You can see this guy was still healing when he wasn't attached. So this is the plan and this is what you got to do. I'm not going to do it. To be honest, I will probably move these all back simply because the little shaking of this thing and this little red thing here annoys the absolute crap out of me. It just really frustrates me having this little on the screen. But what you should do in your own bases is practice. Is take this one, move it over here, see if it affects the power consumption, see if you're still producing, not this one, but any building, I'm just saying in random, and see if that building will then still produce and work the way you need it to. Like as you can see here, I keep one bank and one embankment connected. The only reason I'm doing that is because these are new ones that I'm upgrading at the moment. You can't upgrade if it's sitting here, you can only move it around, yeah? But once they're upgraded to the level I want, I'll probably move them back here, and that'll save me another, what was it, 600 each, so 1200 charcoal per hour. But up to you. And what I'd love to see is if people could put in the comments below lists, you know. So at the moment we know that mints and encampments and hospitals do not need to be attached. There's probably another 15 to 20 different other buildings. I'd love to see a list down in the comments below saying what buildings you've tested and how much they don't have to be attached or they do have to be attached. Because that'd be a great little help for everybody, I think. Because saving charcoal means that I don't have to spend wood. So that means I now have more wood, and I just finished a very big upgrade here that cost 18 million wood or something. I have far more wood now because I'm not using it every day here. Now, obviously, as I said, I do have this. Which does help, but in a month I won't have that, or maybe I will. I don't know, it depends how I feel about buying myself another present in January, and then I would have to keep these fully stocked in order to produce the amount of charcoal that I need. But so then if I could save another 10 to 20, that's quite a large amount. 10 to 20,000 of charcoal an hour is quite a lot of wood that'll eventually be saved. Anyway, that's a super tip, charcoal management tip from Mr. Gill. Play around with it, see what you can do with it, and best of luck. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll speak to you again soon. Cheers, bye.